You're a teenage girl. You're born into a family that either has your dad there, but doesn't really teach you how to pick a good guy. Kind of just going through the motions. And the main thing he's focused on is making you feel like a princess. So what he's doing is developing what's called the princess complex in you. And it's going to hurt you. It's going to backfire on you. And now you're a teenager, or you don't have a dad there at all, and you have a single mom. Somehow or some way, you're not being taught how to vet these men. So, how does a person choose a partner when they haven't been taught how to choose a partner? Obviously, they're going to make some mistakes. They're either going to pick the right ones or they're going to pick the wrong ones, obviously. The right one is the one who treats you the way, generally speaking, you're supposed to be treated and ends up with you forever. Anyone who doesn't end up with you forever is not the right one. That's just how it works. Okay, so now you're a teenage girl and you start getting interest from boys. And these boys make you feel good somehow or some way. They're exciting, they're funny, they're goofy, they're charming, they're charismatic, fun to be around. But you don't know anything else about them because no father, no big bro, nobody taught you how to pick these niggas. So what you're doing is going off of what feels good. And when you go off of what feels good in life only, you're going to get good and bad consequences. But if you go off of what is good for you, most of the time, almost every time, if you're doing what's good for you, if you actually are, it's going to be beneficial. It's going to benefit you somehow. It's not going to hurt you. Okay? So how do you do that? This is how you pick these men. Well, let me get to how you pick them in a minute. I'll talk about that in the end. But I want to tell your story because I know what you're going through. So you pick the first guy that shows an interest in you and you show an interest back. Now you have a mutual interest and you guys become a couple. Then what happens is he has to develop into a man. He has to maintain showing the world that he can pull women, because otherwise you're not interested in him. You don't want this guy unless he can pull women. That's the reason why he's exciting to you, because you know he can get anyone, but he chose you. So you like that. It's already developing toxicity. You see how the woman is, see how you're going through the stages? So now, this guy, you can't blame this man because you picked him, right? And he probably doesn't have a father, right? And even if he did, he has to learn to not let a good woman break his heart. He has to learn how to pull women. The only reason, again, why he pulled you is because you like that he can get women and he chose you. So what you're doing is you're picking the guy who is exciting. You're not picking the guy who was taught how to pick a wife. You're not picking him. Then he breaks your heart because he gets another girl. He moves on. Either he cheats or he breaks up with you. Now, you want to go against your nature as a woman. You think now that you made a bad decision by being in your submissive nature as a woman. So you gave your submission to a man who betrayed you. Right? Now, because you're a woman and you're not taught to control, regulate your emotions, filter, however you want to put it. Because you're not taught that, now you go to the extreme. You're not regulating, you're going to the extreme. And now, after the first guy, now you're hurting, and it starts the process of hurting. And now, something in the back of your mind has been planted, a seed. And so now you can only take so much. So now you're like, you pick another guy, and then another guy, and another guy, and another guy. And the same thing happens every time. It doesn't last. So none of them were the right ones. So now your emotions are getting battered, beat down. Then you get to a point where you start, without realizing it, associating all men with any of the guys that you've dated that hurt you, that broke your heart. So if the guy was just, let's use me for an example. Let's say he was a light-skinned Hispanic man, or even specifically a Puerto Rican, right? And let's say, because of the fact that you don't know how to regulate your emotions, another guy comes. And this guy is actually the one that would cherish you, right? But he's similar. He has at least one, if not more than one thing that's similar to this guy that broke your heart. Maybe he has the same mannerisms, some of the same mannerisms. Maybe he has the same accent. Maybe he has just something that reminds you of this guy. And because you don't know how to regulate your emotions and you don't watch your thoughts, you weren't taught this by a father figure or a big brother figure. Because of that, what happens is you start ruling out all the good guys. Now you don't even realize that all men are bad to you. And it's all because you didn't want to pick the guy who may not have been the most exciting. Maybe he was a little bit nervous. Maybe he did ask you for your number. Maybe he was a little bit goofy or too goofy for you, and you wanted to be cool, and you were focused on things that was other than a man's real intentions. You didn't give a fuck about his real intentions with you. You cared about the excitement. And now you're getting older. Now you are older. Some of you, a lot of you. And you have to keep lying to yourself and telling yourself that it's all these men. It's them. You have to suppress in order to keep telling yourself that you're okay. Instead of facing your mistakes and taking accountability and realizing that, yes, you may not have ever been taught how to pick a man, but you're still picking these same types of niggas. I want this shit to change. Because you're in your 20s, your 30s, and your 40s, and your fucking 50s. And you're still passing up on good men because they look or seem or sound like somebody in your past that you picked. And then that man starts realizing that y'all finna keep turning on him. Y'all finna keep passing up on him. So he starts becoming the men that you picked, the bad boys, and the cycle continues. Or he breaks it, and eventually, after becoming that man, finds a good woman who appreciates him and doesn't want him just because other women want him. Y'all women have to heal. Stop telling men they have to heal. Y'all have to heal. Just because you have money and 100K followers doesn't mean you're healed. Just because you went on an ayahuasca retreat or did some fucking shrooms with your bitches, your single fucking friends, doesn't mean that you're healed. I love y'all women. I love there's beauty in every single fucking woman. I love all of y'all. I love y'all so much. We will stay single. We'll go fuck older women who don't talk back. We'll go break a young girl's heart. We will keep the cycle going. It stops with you women. If you stop, we'll stop. You ever heard the saying, don't start none, won't be none? Do the right thing, we'll do the right thing too. We're tired of it. We tried. We almost died over trying to wife y'all up. Stop picking the bad boys and then complaining about it. You're not working on yourself. You're worshiping yourself. You're not loving yourself. You're glorifying yourself. Stop picking these bad men. Pick the guy who's goofy, Maybe he walks off a little funny after he asks for your number. Pick that guy. He's not gonna hurt you, you stupid bitch. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Stop making an excuse when you don't have a father. I didn't have a fucking father. A lot of women didn't have a father, and they still choose to do the right thing. Have a good day. Fuck, man.